Good morning, Sterling Johnston. Catherine Freitas here. I am so excited. Our broker spotlight for this month is one of our most special, fantastic agents. That's Donna Marshall. Hi, Donna. Good morning.
Hi, how are you? Thanks for having me today.
Oh, it's our pleasure. Well, Donna, again, you are one of the top female commercial real estate brokers in the state of Washington. We're so proud to have you as part of our
Hey,
team.
Blush.
We're just proud to have you as part of our team, and thought we
Thanks.
could ask you some questions today, and you could give a little
Sure.
insight to our amazing broker community, and we just want to get
Okay.
to know you a little bit better. So, one of the
Okay.
things that you and I talked about, you shared with me that real estate really is a second career for you. Can you tell us what
Okay.
led you into real estate?
Sure. I was running a temporary staffing business and did that for about 25 years. And at the time, I decided to sell that business and kind of was looking for something to do that would utilize some of the skills I had in my past. And I had already been an investor in my own real estate for land development, rental homes. And so I'd already had a long history in real estate personally. So I decided to go ahead and pursue getting my real estate license as something that I could do successfully and had the experience in. And so in 2012 is when I went into real estate, originally selling residential homes.
Fantastic. And then, wow, fast forward, and you now have had several 50 million plus sales volume years. I believe you just closed a really big deal, a $22 million deal just a couple of months ago. So you're really, not only on a great roll, but you've got momentum. And I know that's something that as real estate brokers, we're always looking to grab onto is to gain that momentum. What are some
Yeah.
things in your practice that help you keep in forward motion?
Well, I think that one of the things that's really important and critical is for people to set goals and either set goals daily, I set goals weekly, monthly, and annually, and then to reassess those goals. So you're going through and you're looking at the goals that you've achieved, and those can be small, everyday things such as I just need to change the paper in my printer, just so you're crossing things off your list. But I would say that having real precise goals, planning ahead, and that includes all of any sales and really working it down to the numbers, what kind of price points you want, how much you want to bill, how much you want to close, how many listings, how many buyers, and really segregating that goal list and separating it out and staying focused on that.
I love that. So you're talking about a good system for keeping on track and keeping what you're doing every day aligned with where you're trying to go. Yeah.
Yeah, you really have to run it like a business. And I think, having 25 years as a business owner and 300 employees, I had the experience of tracking, managing, setting goals, obtaining those goals, and always looking ahead. So you have to be looking in the real estate market, especially out a year from now. Where do I project the market to be, and how's my business going to change with that and be adaptable? So that people fear all the time, well, what's going to happen when interest rates go up, or what happens when the market changes? Well, if you're predicting that or assuming that that's going to happen, start planning for that and make some adaptations in your business.
Boy, and we're at such a precarious, interesting market point right now. What are you doing, and how are you preparing for the next few years in your practice?
Well, I wish I had a crystal ball so I could share with people where I think we're going. But I definitely see interest rates rising, and that is going to have an impact on the price and the marketplace. I think that as real estate brokers, you should be very motivated right now to make as much money and save and invest for your personal self so that you're able to adapt in those leaner years. Because I think that there's going to be a time where a number of people who've jumped into the real estate market in the last 3 years will probably not make it in the next 10.
That's sage advice. It really is. I've been in the real estate business for 19 years as well. I've seen two big ups and big downs, and you're right. Really safeguarding yourself during the lean times is one of the best things we
Mhm.
can do, and certainly
Yep.
celebrating the good times, right? But also safeguarding
Exactly.
to save for some of those leaner
Yeah.
times. Great advice. Thank you.
Yeah,
Well,
and I think
yeah.
a buyer's market will we'll see a buyer's market return. So we should be prepping for that now. A lot of people have, moved towards the listings completely because it's been frustrating to work with buyers. I'm just, assuming, especially in residential, but I can see that that's returning, and so they really want to keep those relationships strong because that market's going to be back.
Yeah, 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 great. I love that. Thank you for sharing that. So, looking back, I'm realizing that we are just about to celebrate your 6-year anniversary with Sterling Johnston. So happy anniversary. And,
Thank you.
flashing back, I have heard stories when you walked in this door, you walked in with this great idea. And you said, hey, I really want to be part of this Sterling Johnston, but I also really want to have my own brand. And you
Mhm.
came to Sterling Johnston with this idea of having your own brand within Sterling Johnston. And, I want to thank you and really congratulate you because that seed of that idea planted really came into full bloom. And it's one of the cornerstones of Sterling Johnston's platform right now. And that is our Center Stage branding program. So for those
Wonderful.
brokers out there, we've got 8 right now, and 8 brokers or broker teams who have their own Center Stage branding, just like you do. So it's obviously really grown. For those other brokers in our community, or brokers who are looking at joining Sterling Johnston and interested in doing their own brand through Center Stage branding, what advice might you have for them?
Well, it's such a big picture, but I would say that again, it goes back to being able to have the skills and the ability to run your own business within a business. So you really have to approach it like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just about putting a brand or a label or doing your marketing, but I'm running Capstone as a business within Sterling. So utilizing the resources at Sterling, which I appreciate the fact that there's attorneys there that if necessary. Whenever I have questions, we are on the same level synergy wise that we can share different ideas. I've enjoyed working with Eric and Derek in the past, and as far as being able to communicate my business plan along with where they're growing Sterling, and making sure that we're both on the same page and that we can be partnerships in the business.
Yeah, yeah. Awesome. Fantastic. Thank you again so much for sharing that. Well, on to some personal things. You have, as I've gotten to know you, you have this really special work-life balance that it sounds like it's something that really drives everything you do in your life. Do you have any advice for those out there who are striving for that good work-life balance? You being a grandparent of 6 wonderful grandchildren, is that right?
Yeah,
Well, how do you do
now.
it, Donna? How do you balance it?
Well, I have to say it's always a struggle. But you just have to keep your priorities straight and know that for me, God comes first, health comes second, because without health, I don't have anything else. And then my family and business. And so whenever I'm prioritizing something important in my life, I look at where is this falling, and what do I need to do versus what am I just keeping busy doing at the moment. But I definitely, have learned through life, and here I am now at 55, that you need to prioritize. There has been times in my life in the past as a younger person where it was all work, 60 hours a week, go, go, go. And then all of a sudden my health stopped me or my family stopped me. And I said, wait a second, I'm off balance. And you're off balance if you're just not feeling quite right, or if you're feeling stressed out, depressed, probably time to take a step back and see where you're at. Because the business shouldn't be depressing or stressful. You should have fun, and your customers and your clients should see you having fun.
Fun. It's, real estate is
Yeah.
such a great business for that.
That's the right word. enjoying your work.
That's right. That's right. Exactly. Well, Donna, I cannot thank you enough for all your advice you shared with us about goals and prioritizing and those things that are so important to you that have really gotten you to this point of incredible success in your career and of course in your life as well. Again, we are just so proud to have you part of the firm. You're a wonderful team member and best of luck for continued success and growth.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for
Thank
sharing.
you.
All right.
Okay.
See you
Bye
soon.
now.
Bye.